Welcome, everybody. This is the Ha League. Every one of these teams is 8-8 except for a couple of them. And they make it on this stage here, as all these are mediocre teams. These are 1989 rules. 1989 rules. And as we take a look at this, you can see the different teams here. One of the favorites in the AFC is Denver. Denver is a heck of a team. Remember, in '88 they went, I believe, 11-5, but these were all selected by simulating a 16-game season. You played everybody in your division twice. Everything else was random. The best ones made the Gold League. The mediocres make this league, and the worst ones make the other leagues. So the Denver Broncos will play today, 1996 Baltimore. And we're about ready to go here in the Ha League. Many different, as we take a look right here. And we're about ready to go as the matchups today, Pittsburgh and Jacksonville. And they're about ready to go. Oakland and Philadelphia. Chicago 76. Remember, they made the playoffs in 76. Cincinnati had a good team there, too. Seattle and Atlanta. Dallas and Kansas City. Washington will play Detroit. Arizona will play Cleveland. San Francisco playing Buffalo. San Diego playing Houston. Carolina and Indianapolis, a Peyton Manning team. So New York and St. Louis, remember, no Kurt Warner there. But New York has the makings of a good team. The Jets in Green Bay. Miami with Dan Marino. A lot of people feel that could be the team also. Tampa Bay and Houston. New England and Minnesota. Dennis Green there. And Baltimore at Denver. Here in Mile High Stadium, we're going to be ready to go. In the first time 1989 rules. And we're going to be ready to go. The national anthem. So it's going to be Vinny Testaverde versus John Elway. And John Elway already in this one, fresh off of 2 Super Bowl losses. One to the Giants and one to Washington, the Redskins. And Baltimore and Denver were about ready to go. So we're going to be ready to go here at Mile High Stadium. And we're off and we're underway. Matt Stover will kick it off down to the 5-yard line. And returned, it'll be up to the 30, 35. And up to the 36 is Williams. It'll be first down and 10. So they look like this. The Denver offense. Elway, Sewell, Tony Dorsett is back there, believe it or not. Vance Johnson, Clarence K. Dorsett looking very good. And there you see everything like that. The Baltimore defense. You have Ray Lewis there, and you have a lot of people early on in their career. Antonio Langham, remember him from his Alabama days. It'll be first down, Elway. They give to Sewell. Sewell around the left-hand side, got nothing there. And second down here in Denver, very difficult to win. Second down, Elway. Back to throw. They're going to draw to Sewell. And Sewell got nothing again. It'll be third down and 10. But right now, Baltimore getting the beginnings of a very good defense. Third down. Elway to throw. Elway looking. Elway will run it himself. He'll scramble, and he's going to be short. He's going to be short, and it's going to be fourth down. And will they go for it? Let's see. No, they're going to punt. Mike Horan, high and deep. And it'll be out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
5-yard penalty.
But it's going to be an offsides on 4th and inches, and they're going to get a first down. So they get to keep the ball. Wow. So the best of both worlds, and right now Denver feels that they can do more on offense here. It'll be first down. They're going to take it. Back to throw Elway. Elway looking underneath the Sewell, and Sewell will gain about 3 yards. It'll be second down and 7. Early on here in Denver, everybody's starting off the day, second and 7. Elway to throw. Quickly they throw. That's Clarence Kay, and a first down. So Clarence Kay looking very good. Denver now driving. The 7th play of their drive, first down. Back to throw Elway. Draw to Dorsett, the left-hand side. And a gain of 2, it'll be second down. Second and 8. Elway. They give to Dorsett to the right-hand side, a gain of 3. Dorsett, remember, I mean, he was a Heisman winner in '76. And 12 years later, a long career trying to win a Super Bowl with this bunch. A championship in Denver would be very big. Third down. And here they go. Elway, there's a flag, and he overthrew Vance Johnson. Let's see what it is.
Holding offense, number 76, 10-yard penalty.
And now they're going to decline that. It'll be 4th and 5. And let's see what they're going to do. It looks like they're going for it. 4th and 5, Elway. There's going to be a flag. He might have to get it twice, Jackson. That's going to be a first down. Let's see what they have.
Holding offense,
number
76,
and they got a
penalty.
Oh my, the penalty. That is going to be a hold by Lanier. And now they got to just punt it back again. Mike Horan, hopefully. Yeah, will it be the same thing? No, it's in the end zone. So that's going to be tough right there. Baltimore first down, Testaverde. Here is the Baltimore offense. They have Bam Morris, Carwell Gardner from Louisville. See, Brian Kitchen is there. Orlando Brown, very good there. Michael Jackson, the wide receiver from the Cleveland Browns. Derek Alexander, a lot of these were the Cleveland Browns. And then Mecklenburg on the defense, very good. And you could see the Browns had a good team, and they just went all here to Baltimore. First down. Testaverde. Testaverde couldn't get it. And tried to throw. It's going to be second down. Second down and 10. There's going to be a flag. Let's see what this is.
False start. Offense, number 77, 5-yard
So they're going to move it back. It's going to be second and 15. Baltimore nothing, Denver nothing. Second and 15. Vinny to throw. They throw it. It's going to be Brian Kitchen, and there's going to be another flag.
Illegal shift. Offense,
oh
number
my.
81, 5-yard penalty.
And you can tell it's going to be the early portion of the year. Early. First down and second and 20. Back to throw. Looking, throwing, and that's going to be complete. A first down and more. That's going to be Floyd Turner. And Turner got 26. They needed 20, and they got 26 and a first down. First down. Vinny to throw, and he threw too far. It'll be second down now. Playing a little bit with the thing. They go to Gardner. Gardner on the left-hand side. That's going to be a first down, but there's going to be a flag
Holding
on the play.
Offense,
and another hold.
63,
This is 4 penalties on Baltimore here in the first quarter. Very difficult as Baltimore now. Another second and 20. Their second one of this drive. Vinny to throw. Vinny's looking. Vinny's going to go deep. He's got Derek Alexander, who caught it. And a first down, a gain of 46. And Derek Alexander. What a catch. And now Baltimore's in Denver territory. A first down. Back there's Morris. Morris on the run. He only gained 1. Bam Morris, the year before, played in Pittsburgh in a Super Bowl. The Steelers. It'll be second down and 9. Everybody in action this week and every week. There are no bye weeks. Vinny again to throw. They throw to Morris. He got it a first down, and it's going to be a gain of 13 and a first down for Baltimore. Well, Baltimore early on, they won 7 and not 3. It'll be first down and 10, Testaverde. Back, and they threw too far. Second down. You take a look at games like this. Second down, Testaverde back to throw. Looking, throwing incomplete. Tried to go to Castile, and it's going to be third down. Third and 10. Early on, 6 minutes to go. Testaverde, end zone. No, and Turner right out of his hands. Floyd Turner right out of his hands, and it's going to be 4th and 10. And this will be 32 yards for Matt Stover. And up and good in Baltimore. Has scored the first of the season. It's 3-0 Baltimore. Well, you take a look at this league. The Gold League is one heck of a league. And we're going to be loving that league. That'll be coming up. That's every 3 days. We go Pewter Rugby League, and then we go the Ha League, 1989 rules, and then current rules for the Gold League. Stover will kick, and it's to the 5-yard line. 15, 20, and it's going to be up. That's Kerwin Bell to the 28. It'll be a first down. 3-0. Elway back. Elway is going to pitch to Tony. Tony Dorsett. He's going to gain 9, and it'll be second down and 1. So Denver's running game 6 for 24. They're getting it going. The penalty's 1 for 10, but they want to get a first down here. Draw to Dorsett, and there's going to be a flag. Let's see what it is.
Holding offense, number 82, 10-yard penalty.
Well, it's Rusty, and it is the very beginning of the year, but it's going to be second and 11. Elway, they give to Sewell. Up the middle, it's going to be third down and 8. 4.5 to go here in the first. Third down and 8. Elway back to throw. Looking. Elway's going to scramble Elway a first down and up to the 45, and that's what Broncos do. That's going to be a first down, John Elway. Looking very good. It'll be first down. Elway. There's Dorsett, and another gain of 3. 3-0 with Denver driving. Second down and 7 to 5th play of the drive. Elway to throw. They throw to Clarence Kane. They get a first down and more. 25-yard line. And that's big for Denver, as it's going to be a first down. 2.5 to go here in the first quarter. Baltimore leading 3-0. Elway, that's going to be a broken play, and he's going to get
illegal
2.
Chop block. Offense.
Oh,
number
yeah.
64, 15-yard penalty.
You know, a lot of times when it's a busted play, people just protect their quarterback and the ball on the ground or whatever happened, and that's what happened there. He just went down. And it's Baltimore 3, Denver nothing. And they get pushed back 15. First and 25. Elway to throw. Elway over to Sewell to the 30. And what a gain of 11. That was big. That was huge. Second and 14. Elam is getting ready to kick. Elway to throw. Elway, he's got Michael Jackson, and there it is. Jackson is a doppelganger. He's on both sides. The younger Jackson for Denver, the older one for Baltimore. Third down, he caught the touchdown in the drive. Under a minute, Elway. Elway to throw, he throws. They got Clarence K. Clarence to the 9-yard line. And a first down. First down and goal. Back, Elway looking. Elway's going to scramble. Elway 10-5. And he's down to the 2-yard line. And that's going to be it for the end of the first quarter. The end of the first quarter, it's Baltimore 3, Denver nothing. Denver on a long drive now. We'll be back. Well, it's nothing, and I mean it's more than just nothing. 3-0. As we take a look, it's going to be second down and goal for Denver. As Elway back to throw, Elway looking, he's going to throw, touchdown Vance Johnson. Vance Johnson caps a 9-play, a 10-play, 72-yard drive. And Denver has scored in at 6-3. The extra point, that's Rich Carlis. Sorry about that, not Elam, but Rich Carlis. And it's going to be 7-3. So Denver has scored very quickly, the 10-minute ticker. The Steelers up on Jacksonville, 7-0 there. Philadelphia and Oakland still scoreless. Chicago 14-7 over Cincinnati. Atlanta 6-0 over Seattle. Kansas City over Dallas, Detroit over Washington, Arizona over Cleveland, San Francisco and Buffalo still scoreless, and that offense for Buffalo is incredible. San Diego and Houston just kicked a field goal apiece. Carolina 17-3 over Indianapolis. A very strange sort of thing, though. That Carolina team went to a Super Bowl. Indianapolis a few years away. St. Louis winning 14-7. Green Bay 7-0, and New Orleans 7-6 against Miami. Houston 7-3 against Tampa Bay. And New England 7-0 against Minnesota. Carlis will kick. And it'll be 7 yards deep because of the altitude. They're going to go on the 20-yard line. It'll be a first down. Back to throw. Throwing, and that's going to be incomplete. It'll be second down. Testaverde, 3 of 9. So far today, it'll be 2nd and 10. Vinny will go to Bam, and Bam Morris up to the 20-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 10. So they're going nowhere. Denver with the stops. 3rd and 10. Vinny to throw. Vinny looking, they're going to go, and it's Floyd Turner. It's not going to be enough, and it's going to be 4th down. He needed 10 and he got 5, and now the punt. High and deep, 31, and they're going to return it. And Ricky Nattiel.
Holding, receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
And they're going to push him back. So all the way back to the 26-yard line. Denver up 7-3, trying to do a little bit more damage. Elway. Given to Dorsett. Dorsett again, a gain of 6. Running not bad. It'll be 2nd down. Denver looking good now. A lot of momentum on their side. 2nd down. They give again to Dorsett. The trap play. They're going to do a dive. Gain of 3, 3rd down. 3rd and 1. Denver 7. Baltimore 3. Dorsett stopped short. Ray Lewis with the stop, and now they're going to have to punt. Mike Horan. High and deep. And there they go. It's going to be a punt of 45 yards. 7-3, Denver leading Baltimore. Here in the first quarter, second quarter. Beginning of the season. It's the first week. It is the first week. Testaverde back to throw, throwing, and that's going to be Alexander, but there's a flag
Holding
And it'll be the
offense.
fifth of the
Number
day on
75,
Baltimore.
10-yard penalty.
So Jonathan Ogden gets nailed for holding. 7-3, Denver leads, but Baltimore is down. It'll be 1st and 20. They got Morris and Carwell Gardner behind there. Now it's Morris. Back to throw is Testaverde. Throwing, that's going to be Bam Morris out of the backfield. They get 7 of it back. It'll be 2nd down. So Dennison with the stop. Denver 7, Baltimore 3 on 2nd down. Testaverde. Carwell Gardner, and Carwell up to the 20-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 11. The holding calls have been incredible. 5 penalties, 35 yards. 3rd and 11 for Baltimore. Testaverde. Back to throw, and that's going to be a sack. Simon Fletcher. Simon Fletcher ends a drive, and it'll be 4th down, and now they're going to have to kick. High and not so deep. The 44-yard line, and they're going to go. It's going to be up. Return of 3. 7-3, Denver leads. Elway, Sewell, and Dorsett in the backfield. 7-3, 9 minutes to go here in the second. Back to throw, Elway. Elway is sacked, and that's Jones with the sack, the defensive tackle, and that's going to be his first sack. It'll be 2nd down and 19. Second quarter, under 9 minutes to go. Elway. Elway to throw. It's going to be Sewell. Jump. Got it underneath. He's only going to get 4 of it back. 3rd and 15. 3rd down and 15. Elway back to throw. Elway underneath, and that's Dorsett. They're only going to get a yard, and now they got to kick it again. So Mike Horan, it's going to be inside the 10-yard line, and now here's the punt. High and deep to the 10, 15, 20, up to about the 22-yard line. 7-3, Denver leads Baltimore. Baltimore trying to get anything going here. It'll be 1st down. They have been doing things. Here's Morris to the right side. Morris, and that's going to be a gain of 6. The problem has been holding. It's been terrible. 2nd and 4. Back to throw, looking over the middle is Alexander, and a 1st down. So that's going to be up to the 39, and here comes Baltimore. Down by 4. 1st down and 10. Vinny. Underneath to Morris, and Morris will get a gain of 8 now. He got 8 of it. It'll be 2nd and 2. Good pass underneath. Denver 7, Baltimore 3. Vinny. Gardner will get a 1st down right over midfield and down to the Denver 48-yard line. Denver 7, Baltimore 3. Baltimore is driving. Vinny to Carwell. Carwell loses 1. It'll be 2nd down. Denver 7, Baltimore 3 right now. Baltimore trying to get something going. 2nd down. Vinny has been a little bit hot the last quarter. Vinny will throw. Vinny will run. Vinny, and he gains 3. He slides down. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 8 with under 3 minutes to go. The blitz is on. Vinny will look to throw. It's going to be over to the left-hand side. That's Michael Jackson and a short. It's going to be short. What are they going to do? It looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and inches. 4th down. Vinny. They give to Bam, and he has got it. And a 1st down. And that'll be the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes. It's Denver 7, Baltimore 3. A very middle-of-the-road game. There's been some offense and a lot of just weird sort of plays sometimes, but right now, Baltimore's on a drive. This will be the 9th play over 5 minutes, but they got to hurry it up. Both teams with 3 timeouts to go. It'll be first down and 10. Vinny back to throw. The blitz is on. Vinny will look. They give it to Morris underneath. Bam. And he's down. A gain of 5. They got to hurry it up. 2nd and 5. 2nd down and 5. Hurrying up. Vinny again. Vinny looking. Vinny will run it himself. And he gets about 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 3. A minute 28. They are using time. Lots of time. The blitz is on 3rd down and 3. Vinny will throw. He's got Jackson. And it's out of bounds at the 18. A minute to go. They wanted to make sure he got out of bounds. That's going to be Michael Jackson. First down and 10. A minute to go. They got all 3 timeouts. Back to throw. Vinny over to Jackson. And that's going to be a first down. 57 seconds. Back to throw. Vinny will throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Vinny to throw. Vinny looking to throw. It's caught. Touchdown. Derek Alexander. And they used the clock and did everything they could. And now it's 9-7 Baltimore. Derek Alexander on a big touchdown. 14 plays, 78 yards, 6.5 minutes. And now the extra point for Baltimore. It is 10-7. What a score. Vinny now. What a heck of a comeback. Here they go. And it's going to be up to the 30 on the return. Kerwin Bell. 15 seconds to go. We want to see what they do. Elway now back to throw. Elway incomplete. 2nd down. 11 seconds. Back to throw. They go to Sewell. Steve Sewell, 35. Up to the 38 and out of bounds. 3 seconds to go. Let's see what they do. Are they going to go for it all the way? Are they going to... Elway will throw underneath the Sewell. Will he break it? He's got 45, 40, maybe 30, 20. He might go. And Steve Sewell is short. He is short. That would be big, and you know how it is. At the end of the first half, Baltimore 10, Denver 7. Both quarterbacks playing well, running-wise. They're not getting the running game going the way they want to. Elway is the leading rusher in the game with 32 yards. Baltimore does not have anybody in double digits in yards. They really got to get things going there. Elway looking very good, 11 of 13, 142. And a score, Testaverde, 12 of 19. Touchdown. The thing really holding them back were the penalties. So the penalties 5 for 35, but they were also timely as well. Both quarterbacks were sacked once for 9 yards. Let's take a look here, and this is Carlos, and they're going to down it. 20-yard line. It'll be a first down. Then we go to our halftime scores. Vinny on a run. Vinny will go. Vinny to the 30. Vinny a first down. A gain of 13. Halftime scores. Oakland leading Philadelphia 7-3. Chicago looking good against Cincinnati. Atlanta 9-0 against Seattle. Kansas City up by 1 on Dallas, 14-13. Washington 14-10 against Detroit. Arizona 16-0 against Cleveland. Arizona looking good early. Buffalo and San Francisco still scoreless. San Diego and Houston tied. Carolina all over Indianapolis. Look at that early on. You never know. St. Louis 21-7. Green Bay 14-0 against New York. Miami Down by 4. You know, Houston 14-10 against Tampa Bay. And New England beating Minnesota here in the third. You never know. You know, first weeks looks good, but then you get used to it. First down, back to throw. Vinny over to Bam on the outside. Bam will run. Bam to the 35. Bam inching his way up, breaking tackles, and he gets 9. Second down, Baltimore leading 10-7. They want a little bit more. Gardner wants to get the first down a little bit short. Carwell Gardner. Third down in inches. Not Charlie, but Carwell. The blitz is on. Carwell, a first down. He breaks in and he gets 8 more and a first down. So that's got to be Gardner there. Harden with the stop. Here comes Baltimore now. First down and 10. Vinny. Back. Looking. Screen. And a little bit too far for Carwell. Second and 10. Back Vinny again. Looking. They go to Gardner underneath. And now all of a sudden they are just looking underneath for Gardner. It'll be third down and 4. Third and 4. Baltimore leading 10-7. Vinny. Almost intercepted by Haran. Is it? No, Haynes. Or Harden, I don't know. It'll be fourth down, and now they're going to kick. Maybe. Fourth and 4. And here we go, Greg Montgomery. And, oh, it's going to be down. It's going to be let it roll dead. That's going to be on the 4-yard line. So first down and 10. Elway. Back to throw. Elway throws to Dorsett. No. We're on their own 4. It'll be second down and 10. Elway again. Draw to Dorsett. Dorsett will punch his way up. A gain of 4 there makes it third and manageable. Third down and manageable. Baltimore 10, Denver 7. Back to throw, looking. They hand it off to Sewell. It won't be enough. They still need 2, and it's going to be fourth, and they're going to kick. Haran high and deep. 45, 50. Fumbles! And it's going to be recovered by Baltimore, I think. And let's take a look now. Let's see what happens. And it's going to be... Oh, it's going to be Denver's. That's Michael Bishop. He falls on it, and Denver will get it back. A huge turn of events. It could have been first down Baltimore in Denver territory. Now it's Denver getting new life almost at midfield. Elway. Elway to Dorsett. Dorsett on a run, and he gains about 3. Second down. That's the only turnover of the day. Elway 11 of 14, 142 with a touchdown. Second down. Elway. Elway over the middle, incomplete. And it'll be third down and 7. Third and 7. Baltimore 10, Denver 7. Elway. Elway to throw over the middle, nothing. And nothing there. It's going to be fourth down, and they're going to have to move it back.
Penalty. Repeat. Fourth down.
So Baltimore's defense looking very good. They're actually up in net yardage. And here it is, Haran. High and deep to the 10-yard line. 15. It's going to be up to the 16-yard line. Baltimore 10, Denver 7. Week number 1. Every team 8-8 except for a couple that were 7-9. Back to throw now. Second and 10. Testaverde 13 and 23, 164. They give to Bam, and Bam doesn't get a thing. Third and 10 now for Vinny. Back to throw, looking, Vinny. Throws. No. And now they're going to give it to Denver. It is back and forth. Montgomery high and deep. It's a battle of field position to Teal, and that's going to be in Baltimore territory. 10-7, Baltimore leads. They lead Denver. First down, Denver trying to tie the game up. Elway. They throw it down. It's going to be Vance, but there's a flag.
Holding. Offense. Number 66.
Timely
10-yard
penalties have killed both teams. And Uriga another timely penalty there. Baltimore 10, Denver 7. Now it's 1st and 20. So still 11 and 16. They give to Sewell. Can they get some of it back? And they gain 5. It'll be 2nd and 15. Denver down by 3. They're down 10-7 to Baltimore. 2nd down and 15. Halfway through the 3rd. Elway to throw. Elway will throw, and it's incomplete. Knocked down by Jenkins. 3rd and 15. Elway again, back to throw, looking. Screen to Steve Sewell. Sewell on the run, not enough, not even close. And it's 4th down, and not only did they not get it, but the clock is running, and here's Horan. Oh, what a kick to the 2-yard line. Remember early on, Baltimore had offsides, and they kicked it to the 1-yard line. And now Baltimore has to take over on their own, too. Could be a big moment in this game. 1st down. Vinny to Bam, and Bam will gain 3. They hurry it up and they get it out there. 2nd down and 7. Very important that Baltimore gets a 1st down. Vinny the throw. He's got it to Derek Alexander. Oh, what a catch. It'll be 1st down. They're not out of the woods yet. Vinny to Bam. Bam on the run. Only a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Still great. Remember, Denver's only down by 3. Vinny to throw. Vinny, no. Intercepted. It's intercepted by Castile. And here's Denver now. Denver can tie it up. Castile with the pick. 1st down and 10. 10-7. Sewell, and it's going to be a 3-yard gain. 2nd down. Under 4 minutes to go. 10-7. 2nd down and 7. They've ran all right today. Elway. Oh, the screen didn't work. It'll be 3rd down and 7. 41 yards. .41 yards from this point. Third down. Elway to throw. Elway's got Vance. He got it, and a 1st down. So here comes Denver now. They can try and take the lead. 1st down. Elway. Dorsett again, 20-15 down to the 10-yard line, to the 9. They're moving down like a machine now, like a bulldozer, starting to get downhill. The momentum, it'll be 2nd and 2. 2nd down and 2 for Denver. Elway. They give it to Dorsett. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what happens.
Holding. Offense. Number 88.
They're going to decline it, make it 3rd and 6. I don't know. 3rd down and 6. I don't know, make it 2nd and 12. 3rd and 6. Elway to throw. Elway, draw to Sewell. Sewell up the middle, it's going to be short. And Denver's going to go for the tie. They're going to go for the tie. Carless missed it. And Rich Carless just missed from 26. And here we go. It's going to be first down Baltimore. Wow. Vinny to Bam. Bam on the right-hand side. Bam, and he's going to gain 5. Second down and 5 for Baltimore. They want to end the quarter with the ball. Vinny tried to go to Gardner a little too long. There's a flag.
Pass interference. Defense.
Oh.
Number 59. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
And it's going to be on Lucas. So that's going to be bad for Lucas. It's going to be first down. All they have to do is just maybe run it up the middle or get a completion. The blitz is on. Vinny is looking, and it's too far for Alexander. Second and 10. The Cleveland Browns are looking at this team. That's a rivalry there. And they go to Bam. Let's see what it is, the flag.
Encroachment. Defense. Number 77. 5-yard penalty.
And Carl Mecklenburg, the 8th penalty for Denver. Second and 5. They give to Morris. Morris on the right-hand side. He plows through and gets a first down. And that should be the end of that. At the end of 3 quarters, this score, Baltimore 10 and Denver 7. Well, it's the 4th quarter. Baltimore 10, Denver 7. As Baltimore leading by 3, they have the ball nearing midfield. Denver, a lot of wasted opportunities. It'll be first and 10. They give to Carwell Gardner. Gains 4 there. It'll be second down and 6. Denver, a lot of high expectations. Look good early, but second down. Vinny to Bam. Bam to the left-hand side. Nothing more. I mean, he gets 2. Third down and 4. 3rd and 4. Back, they're going to screen, no. And it was tipped. It'll be 4th down, and now they got a kick. High and deep. And Natil, and that's going to be down on about the 10-yard line. Rich Carlos missed a 26-yard field goal that would have tied it up. A lot of timely penalties have hurt first down. The blitz is on. Elway looking. They're going to go to Vance Johnson, and that's complete and a first down. So Vance Johnson up to the 24. First down and 10. Elway over to Sewell. Sewell, and a gain of 3. It'll be second down and 7. Second down and 7 as the clock ticks away. Elway again to throw. Elway, no, tried to hit Sewell. You know, it goes more and more, and their chances start to go more and more. Third down, back to throw, Elway. Elway looking, they go to the near side, and it is incomplete. Now they got a punt. So every time Baltimore thinks that they're going to do something good. And 35 to the 38. So here we go. Pittsburgh leading Jacksonville 7-3 in the fourth. Oakland 14-6. In the fourth, Chicago leading Cincinnati in a wild game. Atlanta good. 16-7 over Seattle, Kansas City. They got a field goal there. Washington leading Detroit 21-10. Arizona only giving up a field goal to Cleveland. San Francisco 3-0 against Buffalo. San Diego leading Houston. Carolina all over Indianapolis. St. Louis winning Green Bay, beating the Jets 14-7. Miami up on New Orleans. Houston 24-10 against Tampa. And New England 21-10 here. New England up on Minnesota. So first down and 10, Vinny. Vinny to Bam. They pitch to the outside. They gain 4. They want to go down and have a really kind of a campaign here. It'll be 2nd and 6. They want time to come off. Vinny again to throw. Looking, they throw, and that's going to be Brian Kitchen in the first down. Brian Kitchen. And Kitchen nails it to tight end. And it's getting quiet here in Denver. It'll be first down now. Vinny to Bam. Bam on the run, and Bam will get another first down, a gain of 11. Wow. And now it's a lot of worried faces here. First down. They go to Bam to the 30-yard line and a gain of 3. Second down and 7. 9.5 to go in the game. Vinny to Bam. Bam down to the 23. 6 more. It'll be 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. 10-7. Baltimore leads Denver. Vinny to Bam. He's got a first down and more. And he gains 12, and Baltimore's looking to go ahead by 2 scores if they score a touchdown. This is a gigantic portion of this game. First down. Vinny. Vinny. Caught Jackson. Touchdown. Testaverde to Michael Jackson. And halfway through the fourth, 7 plays, 64 yards, 4.5 minutes. And now the extra point, and is good. 17-7. And now they're going to kick it. It's going to be to the 20-yard line. Here comes Denver. They need to score on this, and they need to score in a hurry. Elway to throw. Elway. Elway will get it off in time, and it is incomplete. There's a flag, and let's see what it is.
Offsetting penalties. Repeat, first down.
And they're going to have to do the play again. 7:20 to go. Elway. Back to throw. They're going to throw. They got Michael Jackson, and he fumbled the football. And let's see who has it, and it is. He got it. So a gain of 15. They got to hurry it up. First down and 10. Elway back to throw again. Elway looking. Deep. And trying to hit in the teal. Second down. 6.5 to go in the game. Elway to throw. He throws. He's got Vance. And he's going to be a yard short, so now they got to hurry up to the line. 3rd and 1. Hard to run in these situations. They're going to screen it to Steve Sewell. He'll get the first down. He needed 1. He got 2. And now they got to hurry up. Not a time right now that you could just go on a long drive. First down. Elway again to throw. Elway, intercepted. It's intercepted. And it's Turner with the interception. And it's intercepted, and that might do it. First down for Baltimore. They're going to try and run it out now. Morris, nothing. And they lose one. It'll be second down. 2nd and 11. Vinny fumbles, and it's picked up by Denver. And there we go. That's Rick Dennison.
Holding offense.
And they're going to decline that.
10-yard penalty.
And here's Denver. They got new life. A big fumble. Cragen will have stripped it there. It's going to be first down for Denver. Back to throw. They throw it, and it's going to be complete to Clarence Kay. University of Georgia. And they're going to have to hurry it up. It's going to be first down and 10. Elway. Back to throw. Looking, and they go to Sewell. Sewell again to the 25. A gain of 7. It's going to be second down and 3. Hurrying up down to the 25. Elway back to throw. Elway to the near side. That's going to be Vance and a first down. Knocked out of bounds. Clock will stop. 2:36 to go. They don't want to use any timeouts here. First down. Elway to throw. The blitz is on. They're going to look. Elway will throw it. He's got Vance. Vance, and it's out of bounds. First and goal from the 6. Denver down 17-7 to Baltimore. Elway back to throw, looking. They go to Kane. Is it intercepted? It is. It's intercepted again by Turner, the second one of the day. And it's intercepted. And the Ravens, they're backed up, but they're in position to win here. First down. Vinny's going to throw, actually. Vinny will throw, and he's got Kinchin in a first down. And now they got to start thinking about timeouts. So 2 minutes. Baltimore 17, Denver 7. Gardner. It's going to be second down and 10. Back to throw. There's Corwell, and a gain of 2. It'll be third down. So Denver calling the timeout. Back, there's Morris. Well, they don't do anything. 1:33 to go. Back, there is Bam. Bam. A gain of 3. It'll be fourth down and 5, and they want to call another one. 17-7. They need to 3 early. Here's Ricky Nattell. 1:27 to go. Wait a second. So he gets up to the 44, minute 22 to go. Back to throw. Elway. There's another flag.
Offsides. Defense. Number 73. 5-yard penalty.
So Goad. It'll be first down. Elway to throw. Elway. Trying to get Sewell, nothing there. It's second down. They got to get a little bit more. They're down 17-7. Back to throw again. Elway again. Looking, they go to Natil on the near side. Ricky Natil. And he, I believe, has a first down, and they got to hurry it up. Timeout, Denver. They have no timeouts left. Elway. They go to Michael Jackson, and it's going to be a gain of 9. They got to hurry it up. 54 seconds to go. They get to the line. Elway again. Elway a little bit too long. 39 seconds to go. 3rd and 1. Back to throw. 17-7. Elway over. He's got Sewell. They's got to go to the 20, and they got to get at least a spike or something to that effect. They're coming to the line. They got to hurry it up. Elway, and he spikes it. So I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to try a field goal here? 22 seconds. Carlos missed the earlier one. He's wishing he would have had that. Elway throwing. He's gotten a tail to the 10. And he's out of bounds at about the 9. 15 seconds. 16. They got to score here. Back to throw. Elway looking. The throw, and it's incomplete. Of course, the interceptions both. And that is Turner. Turner has 2 interceptions. 11 seconds to go. Elway now, 2nd and goal. Elway will throw. He's got Jackson. Is he in? And I think he is in, and he will score. Mark Jackson, not Michael Jackson. Mark Jackson. Michael Jackson was Cleveland. Mark Jackson is Denver. He caught the touchdown in the drive. 6 seconds to go. And the extra point by Carlos. And a lot of mistakes by Denver. They gotta onside it. Let's see. No. It's going to be Baltimore's, and the game ends 17-14 as Baltimore goes to 1-0, a huge victory on the road. I would say it was more of a game of Denver mistakes than Baltimore heroicism. But Elway, 26 of 42, 281, but he threw an interception in the end zone. They had chances. They missed the opportunities. And the thing is, at home, Denver is such a great powerhouse at home that when you waste a home game and you play like this, that's tough. That is tough. Carlos, the extra point miss, that always is not good. And let's take a look now at the other games. Pittsburgh and Jacksonville. Jacksonville scores with 9:15 and 5:28 to go. Oh, it was let's see, Pittsburgh 7-0. Jacksonville went ahead 17-7. And Jacksonville ends up winning the game. Roethlisberger 11 of 33. Nothing happened there. Willie Parker 182 in rushing. That was a heck of a game, and 14 points in the fourth quarter for Jacksonville. It was 7-3 after a half. Then Jacksonville wins that one. Oakland beating Philadelphia. Jeff Hostetler outdueling Ron Jaworski. Hostetler 3 touchdowns, 13 of 20, 206. Nobody ran the ball well there. Chicago and Cincinnati. Chicago 1-0. Cincinnati 0-1. It was 21-17 Cincinnati. 2 scores by Chicago. Not bad. Peyton at 218 yards. 218. And they ended up winning 30-21. Seattle and Atlanta. Seattle. They kicked twice. Remember, there is no 2-point conversion in this league. Only the current rules do you have 2-point conversions. Meyer with a good day, but, you know, you take a look right here. Atlanta ends up winning 16-14. How about Buffalo? Look at this, 3-0. The only field goal, 15 plays, 44 yards, 8.5 minutes. And Buffalo missed their field goal. Norwood was 0 for 2. Mike Meyer was 1 for 3. A crazy game. 3-0. Jim Kelly, not the greatest defense. My goodness. There. Arizona all over Cleveland 23-3. Jake Plummer looking good early on. A couple missed field goals by Phil Dawson. Washington holds on 21-17. Detroit was driving at the end, fell down. Comlow, he's a quarterback, not bad, but Billy Kilmer, Haraway 136 yards. A 77-yard score, or a 77-yard run in the game there. Dallas and Kansas City. Dallas wins it. Hogaboom to Donley in the fourth quarter. And that's going to be it. The Chargers in overtime. Rolf Benirschke hits one. First, 12 plays, 57 yards. And they win it on their first possession. James Harris, not a great day. Carr, but you had Woods and Young, an unbelievable rushing attack. Unbelievable rushing attack right now. New York, St. Louis beating New York in the fourth quarter. Phillips, 1-yard run. Lawrence Phillips. And what a play there. As they take a look, 31-17. Miami loses to New Orleans. New Orleans, 6:31 to go. Let's take a look at Marino. 21 of 44, a touchdown, but that's about it. New England and Minnesota. New England beats Minnesota 28-17. A good team. Steve Grogan. What a heck of a day for Grogan and Cunningham. Sam Cunningham. Great day there. They win. Carolina blew out Indianapolis. Peyton Manning, well, he had 2 big interceptions. But turnovers, 3 of them for Indianapolis. And look at, I think that's Rodney Peete. Incredible. Green Bay and New York. Green Bay wins 14-7. New York tried to come back, couldn't in the fourth quarter. They fumbled it away near the end. Boomer Esiason, nothing there. Brockington over 100 yards. The Oilers destroy Tampa Bay. Warren Moon. Good day. Alan Pinkett, very good day. And you already saw Baltimore and Denver, as everything will go here. Peete for Carolina. That is Rodney Peete, the quarterback. Carolina, unbelievable. Grogan, very good. A lot of quarterbacks doing really well. Willie Parker at 182 and the Steelers lost. Walter Payton at 218 and Chicago won. 30-21. 11 catches for Pittman. Gramatic at 11 points. Richie Pettibone at 14 tackles. Carolina looking good so far. Very, very good at the very beginning, and there's just a lot of different teams so far and a lot of different things. Let's take a look at the next matchups. Miami, Cincinnati, Houston, Philadelphia. I'm looking Baltimore, New York, Jacksonville, and Buffalo. Buffalo wants to get back to where they were. And that's going to be it. Well, that's going to be it for us today. Have a great day. We'll see you later.